Good, glorious day to you. Today is December 17th, 2025, and redemption, creating the need it satisfies. So let's think about God redeeming us coming into this Christmas season. The natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness to him. So this is a little bit of a definition for us. And we've got to consider what God's trying to communicate through this specific bit of word in Corinthians. So the gospel of God creates the sense of need for the gospel. The gospel is hidden to those who are servants already. No, well, Paul even says, but it's our gospel is revealed. It's veiled to those who are perishing, to those who are dying. In their minds, the gods of this age has blinded those who do not believe. So you don't know Jesus, you don't believe, and this doesn't make sense to you. But the majority of the people think of themselves as being completely moral, meaning they're good people. They're helping others. They're, especially in this Christmas season, like, well, I'm giving gifts, I'm doing good things for God. But it is God who creates this sense of need in the human being. There's like this God-shaped hole in our hearts, that the person remains totally unaware of his need until God makes himself evident. Now, Jesus said, ask and it will be given to you, but God cannot give until the man asks. There's a give and a take. You have to say, Jesus, I need your help. But if you're hard about asking, there's nothing to be given. It's not that he wants to withhold something from us. He's the all-loving, all-knowing, all-powerful God. He wants a relationship with you, but it has to be the way he establishes it in our response to that is what's key. So when you think about this plan, he has given it as a redemptive process. So through our asking, God puts his process in motion, creating something in us that wasn't existent until we asked. The inner reality of this redemption is that it creates all the time. Now that's interesting. As the redemption creates the life of God in us, it also creates the things which belong to that life. So he gives a hole, and then he gives all of the details that fill that God-shaped hole in our heart. The underlying thing is that it can't possibly satisfy the need that what it was created to do. Meaning, the meaning of redemption is that it creates and it satisfies. That's so cool. So Jesus said, and I, if I am lifted up on the earth, I will draw all people to myself. That's not some, that's not a fraction, that's not just atheists or whatever your exemption is. It's all. All means all. And so when we preach our own experience, people may be interested, but it awakens no real sense of need. But once Jesus Christ is lifted up, the Spirit of God creates an awareness for the need. And so that's the key. If we don't preach Jesus, we can kind of leave people hanging. And so he says, if I am lifted up, all people are drawn unto me. And so we want this awakening in their lives. So once Jesus is lifted up, the Spirit of God creates this awareness of the need for him. And the creative power and the work of redemption that God works in the souls of men through this preaching of the gospel, which is just the good news. It is never the sharing of personal experiences that saves people, but the truth of redemption. The words that I speak to you are spirit, and they are life. Isn't that cool? Spirit and life. I pray for spirit and life to be overflowing, filling, and guiding you today for the glory of Jesus. Amen.